Here's the thing about lifelong friendships. They can survive careers, marriages, kids, but can they survive a girl's weekend away? Find out in Spa Weekend, starring Leslie Mann, Isla Fisher, Michelle Buteau, and Anna Faris as 4 friends who escape to a luxury resort for some much-needed relaxation, where they embrace a little freedom, meet a few hot men, and make a few bad decisions. From the directors of Bad Moms and the writers of Hangover, Spa Weekend is a hilarious comedy about friendship, self-care, and the getaways that don't go as planned. Well, I was lucky enough to get a screener of this amazing movie. Nally and I absolutely loved it. It's funny, hilarious. It's exactly what you and your friends need for a fun, laugh-out-loud movie. Go check it out. You'll love it. Book an escape and treat yourself to Spa Weekend, only in theaters August 21st. Make sure to bring your BFFs.
You're crazy.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Viall Files Reality Recap Edition. I'm your host, Nick, joined by the household. We got Mary, Justin, Sweet Boy. Are you still Sweet Boy, Justin?
Man, Justin.
Sweet man. Have I aged?
No.
Bailey is with us. We also have Rachel Scanlon with us.
So close. You said scallion like an onion, which is fine. I understand
No, we're
that
going to
you're
start
not
over. I got to get it
sleeping.
right. I can't.
But also, Rachel
Scallion.
Scallion is giving my VeggieTales name, which I do appreciate as we do talk
VeggieTales.
about
VeggieTales.
the next episode. Like,
Scanlon.
you're doing great.
Welcome. I'm a little tired today.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
We're very happy to have you.
Thank you for letting me do this. You can try again.
Letting
but
you?
You're great.
No, we invited you.
Oh yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
doing that.
Thank you. You did us the favor.
I'm always in the Valley. I'm ready to party.
You're a Valley girl?
12 years in the Valley.
Oh, wow.
I passed Jax's old bar on the way here.
Oh my
I'm
God.
home.
Yes.
I'm happy.
Have you met Jax?
I have.
Oh,
Frightening. I mean, I went to the first week when the bar opened. I used to watch the Valley like episodes at Jax's bar, and he couldn't get it. This is what was crazy. He couldn't get it
Get
to
it up?
connect.
I've seen videos of this because he would have his mic too, right?
He'd have
would
his
just
mic.
be speaking.
He couldn't get. So everyone's there to watch the Valley. We're all there to watch the Valley at Jax's bar. Whether or not he's whatever. I know I shouldn't support Jax. Whatever. This is my truth.
No,
Sorry.
listen.
You're
He's
safe
Jax.
here.
He's a TV character.
He's a TV
we
character.
are allowed to appreciate our villains. There's
Okay.
a separation between church and state
Thank you for saying that.
on this show, which is like we cover characters, and sometimes we talk about these characters in a passionate and critical way, but we don't know them as people. I know when it comes to Jax, there's a lot of
That
Pure
man's
evil.
there's a lot
evil.
of
He might
there's,
defy those
incarnate.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
information out there that just suggests that we might be able to make
Right.
an assumption on his character.
There is a
but-
darkness in there that I do think goes beyond TV. However, yes, I was at yes, I was
what
watching
bar
the
owner
Valley.
could say anything different?
100%. We've all been around these people.
You're
And-
trying. You sound like you're trying to like explain why you got like
Listen,
photographed
guys.
at like a political rally that you weren't aligned with.
Listen. It's like giving the Riyadh Comedy Festival. I'm like, I didn't know. It was funny because I was there. I'm a huge fan of all things Vanderpump. We're watching the Valley at Jax's bar. Jax is trying to get it to connect to the TV, has to call Brittany and use her log. Like we can all see it's her email. And then he's getting angrier and angrier and then
Did he
handing
call
up free
Lori
shots.
next?
I mean, it seems like he needed
Yeah.
a lot of assistance.
God, Lori.
That bar no longer exists, right?
Right. No, it's
Oh,
gone.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Did you guys ever see when it did say Brit's bar?
Oh,
No.
for
Well,
the
I saw
Valley
the show.
episode.
The show.
I saw it
Yeah,
in the flesh.
in real life.
Whoa.
Rocked my shit. Anyways, I do love the Valley, living here and the show.
Are you
as well.
from the Midwest?
I'm from Minnesota. Yep.
Oh, Wisconsin.
Oh, really? I went to college in Milwaukee. UW Milwaukee.
Oh, so did I.
Go Panthers.
Period.
What the
Wow.
fuck?
How'd you end up there?
I needed to get out of Minnesota because I had recently come out and I needed a new group of people.
Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And Wisconsin had in-state reciprocity.
Yeah,
so
they
it was
do.
going to be more affordable
Yep.
because I was paying for my own college. And then I toured the campus and I thought it was beautiful right by the lakefront. And I played rugby and they had a D1 collegiate rugby team. And they had a great ASL program and a ton of dykes. So I was very happy.
Lovely.
My sister worked at one of the famous gay bars in
Walker's Pint.
No, the one that Trixie
Trixie's,
Mattel owned,
Trixie's
right?
bar.
Owned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
Did you live in the tower?
I did. Sandburg.
Yeah.
North Tower. Shout it
Oh.
out. Nasty North.
I was at UW Madison my first 2 years, and then
Oh, you transferred over.
for love.
Really?
Yeah. And to be closer, my sister and my friend, all my friends were
How
there.
did the love work out?
Not so great.
Well, did you like Madison or Milwaukee better as a collegiate person?
Tough question. Love ruined my first 2 years of college.
Same.
Oh, so you were running from love.
You were running from
Well, no,
love?
I was running to love.
Oh. And you're a track star.
So you went there fast.
You know. But I'm here now.
That's what college is about, is making huge swings romantically that oftentimes are detrimental to the rest of your life.
Did you go to, how old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, was Grecian Delights? No, they probably burnt down.
You said okay, like that was much older than you thought. You said okay, like
are
you also 35? Is that why?
I'm 45.
Oh, okay.
But I thought you were going to say like 25.
It's the mullet. It gives like
Youth?
young boy with like it gives like mog. I don't know.
Yeah, good skin
Mog.
too. Yeah.
Thank you.
You ever go to the Oakland Euros?
Oh yeah, OG Oakland
Yeah.
Euros, of course.
No good Euro places in LA.
Mm.
Like the Midwest crushes when it comes to a Euro.
And here we are in LA.
Lots to get into this episode. Obviously, we have Rachel here. We also have Nina from Dance with the Stars Next Pro. We are closely monitoring that show to find out who is going to be the next
Boots
pro
on the ground on that
Yeah.
situation.
So how do they, I'm curious, like they have men and women. Is there an advantage in any direction? When's the next season? Because they haven't fully announced it. At
They haven't
least.
fully announced it yet.
No. I just know Sierra is going to be in it. That's all I remember.
Sierra Miller?
Yeah, Sierra Miller.
I've been
Laura
Mhm,
Higgins.
Maura Higgins.
Jackson from the
Oh, I only care about
The baseball player?
yeah.
Yeah.
They have a really good casting team. They know what we want. And they're giving it to us.
So your question is like, if they're like, depending on who they're casting for Dancing with the Stars, if they'll need like a man or a woman pro.
Yeah. Well, short of it, like, JoJo Siwa famously was danced with another woman
Hmm.
when she was on it.
Iconic.
That's
Iconic.
right.
Wow. Breaking barriers.
Literally glass
and then
ceilings.
putting the barriers kind of right back.
And now she has a boyfriend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Glass
Yeah.
Well,
ceilings
here we are.
and repair.
I had JoJo on my podcast.
Did
So
you?
tall. So
She
tall.
is. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's a 5'9".
Didn't see that coming. I thought for sure I'd be taller than
She's a
JoJo
badass.
Siwa. She rocks. But I will say, like, you guys are reality people. JoJo was amazing on Dancing with the Stars. I would like to pitch her for the Sweethearts Dallas Cowboys cheerleader show.
Oh.
She would be incredible in a
Ooh.
kick line.
She would be. She
But-
has the experience.
JoJo Siwa doing Thunderstruck.
Wow.
Opportunities missed.
Well, we have a lot to get into. One of the best shows of reality TV is now out, and we are here to let the world know it exists. I keep wanting to say Secret Lives.
The double lives.
The double lives of suburban wives, not to be confused with the secret lives of Mormon wives.
They're not Mormon.
They are not. They're Christian.
They're
They're
Christian.
Christian, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mormon's Christian.
No.
yes.
Yeah.
It's like a
Christian-
weird subsect.
I was going to say Christian
Calvinism,
light, but it's more like
Mormonism.
Christian heavy.
Yes, I would say it's extra heavy.
Yeah.
I would say
extra
it's
hard version.
yeah. It's like the Baja Blast of Christianity. I'd say it's full sugar with no sugar.
It is incredible. It is. They're from Missouri.
Small town, Missouri.
So it's not St. Louis because I did click everyone's profile that I could see from the show.
They
and they have a
reference St.
pin
Louis.
in St. Louis.
Yeah.
It seems like St. Louis is like the
largest city near
city.
where they
It's like
live.
if you're like,
It's like
this is
Real
a weird
Housewives.
Florida reference, but it's like saying like Winter Park in Orlando, I
Ah.
guess. I don't know.
So we think they're like outside St. Louis.
It seems like from what
It's probably a mix
the
of both.
shots was, it seemed like a little small town, but then they go to St. Louis like consistently, probably.
It is a group of ladies who are. Are they all moms or are they?
They're all moms.
I think
they're
they
all
prefer
chasing
to be called MILFs.
The fact that they have the MILF house and the MILF house is the lighter version
of-
Yeah.
Yes.
of what they do.
Uh-huh.
They, I believe, are all Christian, and by Christian, one of them has a father who's a pastor.
Yes, ally.
Tale as
Yeah.
old as time.
It really is.
It really is.
It
It
is.
really
That's what religion does for
You
you.
either end up gay or on OnlyFans.
Right. If you know a ton of scripture, I bet you also now know Shibari.
What is Shibari?
Shibari is when you like erotically know how to tie somebody up. Sometimes they're hoisted.
Oh.
Like Sean from Married at First Sight. Mutual masturbation.
That shit was nuts.
We're bouncing around. Sorry, guys. I
Sorry.
haven't been sleeping.
There's a lot that's been going on.
Well, I want to talk about mutual masturbation.
Please do.
Great.
He just shouldn't have said it like that.
For sure.
It's called 8th grade messing around.
100%.
You're just
First
like
of all,
touching each other's privates.
hanky panky
Mm.
sounds way better.
It's the basics of when you start messing around. You kind of start like, exploring each other.
Handsy.
He took the sexiness out of a sex act. He made it like professorial.
Yeah, in a way that's kind of like God, what kind of secret sex club are you a part of?
Right.
And it was just like, why do you got to say it like that? He is a doctor, though.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
like
that's why.
I think so. But not a medical doctor, but he's like too smart, I think. He's
what
like
kind of
a
doctor?
PhD.
So he was getting medical with it. That's why
Yeah.
it sounded weird.
Is it ever sexy to get medical with it?
No. Imagine I'm like,
question.
girl, I'm
Did you ever
trying
see
to
that one
get in that
Seinfeld episode?
cervix. Sorry.
I just heard cervix and Seinfeld, and I was like, I don't know which one to respond to.
The Seinfeld episode where Elaine dates a doctor and he gets really technical and he starts explaining like all the things on her tongue. And,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
No, he could have tried to be sexy, but instead he was medical.
Anyway, we have the not Secret Lives, the Double Lives of Suburban Lives, and we're going to get into that. It is a bunch of moms who are OnlyFans moms who are also Christians, and they are navigating that very complicated
They're
world.
chasing the new American dream, is the way they say it.
Is that how they say it?
Which is being a content creator, aka having some form of an OnlyFans.
There's so much to unpack on this show. I honestly, I think this show, it's on TLC.
Perfect.
You can watch it on HBO Max. This show might single-handedly save cable television. I mean, I just don't. If you love reality TV, this was made for you.
This is a slam dunk show.
Dunk. Like sometimes when you
It's
watch
so
a show and it's like the first time you watch, you're like, okay, I don't know. You're like 5 minutes in and you're just like, this is fucking awesome.
I almost edged it because I was like, it's too good and there's only one.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it again. I mean, there's so many fun nuggets. Also, I saw half of a preview, I was like, this is exactly what I want. But I didn't realize exactly what it was until the premiere, which is a perfect way to breadcrumb that it's about OnlyFans adult content creators who are MILFs. I'm like, that was genius.
And I don't know how I say this, but they, when you think of OnlyFans models, you think of porn star. And these women are just kind of your middle America moms.
Missouri MILFs.
Like, yeah.
The
just
Missouri MILF.
very wonderful looking, just like, they look like moms.
They're not trying to look like Kardashians.
One of the
No.
You know
cast
what I
members
mean?
called herself the natural MILF.
There you
So
go.
yeah, to that
Natural
point.
MILF.
And in the best possible way, where like anyone can do it.
I wonder, do you think that's part of their appeal
For
of their
sure.
success?
Probably,
is that they
yeah.
do not look like your stereotypical,
Yeah.
how you think of like a porn star type of look. Like
Attainably hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is also like, I think in what people are looking for, it's like sometimes you don't necessarily want to watch, like if you're looking for adult content, you're not looking for someone that like, you want to see something that maybe feels accessible. That might be hotter to you.
Yeah, I think
You know?
that's also the part of OnlyFans that is a little different than the other type of porn that you see. There's like kind of a connection that you have with these MILFs, if you will. I think that's part of it, is that they were like interacting with their people,
Yeah.
which is kind of, I don't know, it's exciting. And I will say though, Brianna does reveal, like she like does a shot where she's like talking about how, and then she started doing it and she was a teacher. She was one who's like, I'm a teacher.
Mhm.
And then she was kind of ousted and then she does this kind of work. Underneath that teacher sweater, holy moly, she should absolutely be on OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Holy bazoingy. I mean, it was like, I was like, who could ever, I'm like, I don't think she was meant to be a teacher. 2 globes is what comes to mind.
Yeah. But did you subscribe?
Did I subscribe? I didn't subscribe.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
But do you know that scene in Dumb and Dumber when he's driving and he falls asleep and then there's like the 2 headlights?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like,
Boy, yeah.
yeah. My wife, I paused at that point. My wife was like, what are you watching? And I said, you're going to want to actually sit down for the show.
Before we get to that, we have the Traitors First Blood cast has
New
been
Blood.
revealed. New Blood.
New
Yeah.
blood.
It's the Normie show. Did you watch? Are you a Traitors fan?
I have seen some Traitors. My wife really liked the first one that I think was less celebrity focused.
It was like a hybrid of the Normies and the celebrities.
Yes.
And
I
now we
like
have
this one,
just the Normies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, is that, do we like that as a fun departure?
I think
I
it's
think
exciting.
It's interesting.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I think there's an element of I've enjoyed the celebrity cast because I always enjoy seeing reality TV characters in a different light.
For sure.
And I think this will be more about the strategy and less about how these people interact.
Without instead of getting their like taglines out, their sound bites,
Yeah.
it's more survivory in that sense, maybe.
But it seems like they've casted like real professionals.
Yeah, it's a really interesting group of people they have. We've got a nurse, an astrophysicist, a dog groomer, a barrel racer, a teacher, a physician, a funeral director, a marketing manager, a lawyer, 2 realtors, a construction manager, personal trainer, another lawyer, a content creator, a therapist, an iron worker, a writer, a pilot, a business executive, a designer, and an MLB analyst.
I don't know why none of those jobs sounded real to me at all.
I know,
I
but
thought
like,
that sounded crazy.
Doctor?
it's crazy that like
Dr.
doctor doesn't
Lawyer?
sound real, but sitting on a podcast does.
Content creator, I wonder if they do OnlyFans.
Ooh,
That would be
maybe
cool.
double lives, tie-in.
I'm just like, who are they going to make the trader? You know what I mean? Are you making the teacher the trader, or are you making the like mortician person, the funeral director? Are you making the
I don't think it'll be
realtor?
based solely on their profession. I think obviously it will
But who would
be-
make the best trader? The lawyers would make an absolute good trader.
You
Yeah.
assume the lawyers. You don't want it to be the doctor.
A teacher could maybe make a
Right.
good trader.
You know, there's a lot of questions about can we trust the science these days. I feel like we need to make sure the doctor is one of the good guys.
Yeah,
we
doctor's
don't
gotta be
want
faithful.
the doctor
Yeah.
to be the one who's like, I'm a really good liar.
The nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
You
going to be
know?
the one that's like taking care of people.
Yeah, we also need the nurse to be one of the good guys.
Yes.
We can't have the nurse and the doctor being like co-traders and really good at lying.
yeah,
Yes.
well,
That would be not good for the medical profession.
No, we
It would
need
not
the
be.
personal trainer is going to be the one that takes over the good guys. Hear me out. The one that's always like rallying them, but then people get mad at the personal trainer because they have too much like power.
I'm thinking the dog groomer might be the trader because
The
they're
cop.
gonna
Is there
the
a cop?
cop.
Is there a cop?
I
No.
don't see.
No,
any.
there's no cop.
I don't
no
see a
cop?
cop.
Mm-mm.
Well, it's like you can't put a cop on traders because everyone's gonna be like, "Well, you're a fucking cop."
Right.
Yeah,
Gone.
I think you can't. Like, you couldn't put like a like any sort of person with like investigative necessarily
Right.
job titles, right? Or I
Dude,
guess lawyer is the closest thing that
Unless
you're like,
they use that to be like, no, that would be crazy.
What kind of lawyer,
Yeah.
though? Is it a litigator?
That's what we don't
Or is it
know,
like a
yeah.
tax attorney?
There's a
That's a
couple
big
of
difference.
lawyers.
Yeah,
Shoot.
it's like, are you writing people's wills and
Are you-
testaments?
are
or are
you
you
like
getting
a-
people out of jail?
If you're a divorce attorney, ooh.
Great for traders.
Also,
so division.
the barrel racer. If I'm doing a physical challenge, I'm on his team.
What is-
Barrel racer.
As
Barrel
What is
racer.
that?
What is a barrel racer?
I don't know. I'm the wrong person to be
You
asking.
race barrels?
No, I don't think it's that. Aren't you just racing horses? Bailey, look this up. I'm the wrong person.
A
I'm going to
horse
give you what
racer.
I think a barrel racer is. I think a barrel racer is one of those guys that stands on a big barrel and then runs on the barrel. And then you see how fast the inside of the barrel goes. And that's who wins. And that's
so
what I think
close.
it is.
It's a rodeo athlete who rides a horse at high speeds around 3 preset barrels in a clover leaf pattern.
By the way,
Oh.
wrong person kind of knew the right definition.
Well, it will be interesting. I'm curious
Mhm.
how it will perform compared to the
Well,
I
all
guess-
the other traders, for the most part, are normal people, like outside of the U.S. So I think the format's going to work.
No, it'll definitely be watched. I just wonder if it will be more or less popular.
Well, I mean, it's interesting because you'll have that come out after like Ultimate Girls Trip airing because I mean, Traitors is you get so much of like the iconic housewife stuff, but now it's like you have the other
This is normal
stuff
people,
for it.
though.
I know. That's what I'm saying of like it might perform well.
I will
without it.
say I do like that it's all normal people because I feel like mixing the normies with the celebrities. I often felt like that first season, my wife was always upset because like these reality people, these like famous people are so much more conniving.
Mhm.
And then like a normal person just kind of caught in the crossfire. You're like, wait, I'm actually sad. Like, I think it's nice that everyone's on the same playing field.
Well, and then you get fans, and you have the Michael Rappaport, which I would say he was a fan of Portia that season. And he caused so much mess because he was a fan of like the famous person.
Yeah, but he was
So I
also
agree.
a celebrity. In the
He
sense
was,
that,
and
like,
he was also being Michael Rappaport
That
about
too,
it. Yeah.
but-
what time do you and your wife go to bed?
Lately, it's been early. I'm recovering from top surgery, so I'm not on the road right now. So I'm very home.
Congrats.
Thank you. So like, we go to sleep at like 10. We watch like our last
Do you
show.
go to sleep at the same time?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Do you and your wifey go
Yeah,
to sleep at the
We
same
do.
time?
And I'm glad that we both do because a new study couples with smaller gaps between their bedtimes may have happier marriages. Going to bed around the same time could be good for your relationship. What do you mean could?
Just could be a
Yeah,
good,
you're-
like,
I
I'm
think
the
for
one
sure.
person
Well,
not
usually
in
when you have a
relationship in
study,
this
it's
room.
usually a little bit more like,
Does or doesn't?
yeah. It's like we did a study, we surveyed thousands of people, and we came up with maybe.
It could not.
It could
Could
not.
also write an article in the exact opposite direction.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, as the like, I'm single. So, like, do you guys feel that like going to bed with your partner at the same time every night is like nice, or does it stress you out sometimes? Because I feel like that's something that I get in my head about.
Well,
when I
you
think
do
about being in a
have to like
relationship.
your partner.
Well, yeah,
There's
obviously,
that.
but
Big-
I like a lot of people. I've loved people even. I don't necessarily want to be trying to fall asleep and then someone else is there all the time.
It is something that my wife kind of incorporated. Not like, it wasn't like we need to go to bed at the same time. We just kind of did.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was one of those things where I think we really enjoyed it. But now there's definitely an expectation of it.
This is what I think is key. Going to bed at the same time, kind of sacred, kind of beautiful. That time where you recap your day, you see the last person you see, the last thing I do is get a smooch from my wife, go into dreamland. Morning, you're kind of on your own because everyone, I don't know how she slept. I can make her a coffee, come back to bed. Like that's more like let it lag. But nighttime, very sweet.
Well, I
at
don't
the same
remember
time.
before kids.
That time is gone.
Generally, I was more of a morning person than Natalie. And I do enjoy my alone mornings. Like that's my favorite time of the day. And then when River was born, I would want Natalie to get more sleep.
That's nice.
So yeah, now it's like I wake up and she gets some sleep.
Yeah, mornings you're on your own, but there is something very sweet about the nighttime.
But yeah, I think it's really important. I think there's you really can grow a distance in your relationship when you go to bed at a different time.
I do
You're on your
agree.
phone, maybe you're watching different
Yeah.
movies.
Or like you go to sleep and your partner's playing video games.
Playing
I mean,
video games.
can you imagine, like at this point in your marriage, if you and your wife were watching TV together and then you just got up from the couch and was like, I'm going to bed? I mean, my wife would be like, are we getting a divorce?
I don't remember my other relationships where we like lived together if that happened. I think maybe for the most part.
I'm trying to remember.
There's a whole like, I love you. Good night.
Yeah, it's kind of like my relationships that I did not end up marrying those women. I was drinking a lot at the time. So we would have different timelines, or I'd wait for them to go to sleep, drink a lot more. Now that I'm sober, I think it helps.
You please go to bed so I can.
Yeah, get fucked up on our couch. Yeah, like this is, I think it's like I don't know. But how old are you?
I'm 25.
But yeah, if you start going to bed at different times in a relationship, it almost becomes like a secret life.
I know.
Like what
Well,
are you
I
doing?
think
What
it's
are you
like-
doing out there?
A
You know what it
person who
is?
stays up on like why?
Yeah.
why
Well, you didn't ask.
mutual
but-
masturbation. Like
Right.
is it
OnlyFans content creation?
Oh,
right? Are you
honestly.
So
subscribed?
true. Maybe
like,
I have a
Right.
double. I think I just really resonated with Hannah Montana a lot as a
Mhm.
kid, and I like the idea of having a secret double life. Like when when my parents would go to bed, and then like that's my me time on my computer. You know what I
Ah.
mean? So I do think it's like there's an aspect of like you get your own little like private space to finally do whatever you want. And sometimes I guess in a relationship, I'm like, well, don't take that from me.
I think when you're in your 20s, your little me time to do whatever is at night. And then when you're in your 30s and above, your little me time is actually in the morning
It's in the
before the
morning.
rest of the world gets to you.
Or I'm fighting to wake
what
up.
time
I mean,
on
well,
the weekend?
obviously,
When do you get up?
on the weekend, I'm usually waking up around like 9 a.m. if I don't have anything to do. And then I will lay in bed for about 2 to 3 hours.
What are you doing in there?
That's
you
crazy.
scrolling?
I'm scrolling.
I judge.
That's so long.
Anyone
I'm
who gets
sorry.
up after 9, I judge.
I
you.
didn't say it was like a healthy, good thing. I'm saying that's where I'm at right now.
I'm up and out like a fucking bullet. I like wake up like
What
a
time?
rocket ship. I mean, I'm up at like 7:30-ish, depending on where I'm at in
Mhm.
like I tour. So like time zone wise or whatever, but I'm up early and then I'm out the door. I want to see the sun on my skin. I go for a run. I want to garden. And then I have like, then I can get to the rest of the things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
when you're
I'm
up for
I
3 hours
do-
and it's only 9 a.m., you feel like such a rock star.
I know. I do love that. And I think I'm moving soon. So I'm not in a very walkable area right now. And I'm moving to like a super, super walkable area.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to change my like weekend routine where I can like wake up and go for a walk and not like have to walk through like a highway to get to a nice area to walk around to.
It's going to
just
change
there.
you. You're going to be brand new.
You have to wake up and go to sleep before double digits. That's what I always say.
Wake up and go to
But
sleep.
9 a.m. is still single digit.
I'm a night owl. Like I love, like I'm also on the weekend if no one's stopping me, I'll be awake until like 2 a.m. Just again.
On her phone.
Just out.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
dating the
you know what
phone.
they say? No good things happen after midnight.
Chapel Roan would argue differently.
Wow.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Well, look where
Why?
she is.
I mean, I don't know.
Everything
if
good
she's the
happens after
standard.
midnight. That's a Chapel Roan song.
That song. Okay.
It's called After Midnight.
What level of fame do you aspire to be?
I don't need any more.
Great answer.
Yeah. I think fame is the weird part of wanting to do comedy professionally.
Yeah.
I don't think comedians should be famous because then they're kind of annoying.
Well, Carrie Russell and Matthew Reese, her quote was something like, "We're not that famous," and I love it because they live in a neighborhood with a lot of like, I guess, A-list big movie stars, and she's like, I would hate to have that life and nothing. I mean, not that I'm like that well known, but like I don't want to be more well known.
Yeah, you don't want any. You want to be able to live.
I just want more money
Yeah,
and more freedom.
more security.
And I never want to not be able to like go to Chipotle
Yeah,
and just be a normie. For the most part, yeah. Like every once a month, you take a picture with someone these days.
I have a like core memory of like working for you, which is we went to Chipotle and someone was like, "Oh, hey Nick," and then just gave you a fist bump, and I was like, "You know that guy?" And you were like, "No."
wow.
And I
That's a
was
nice
like,
way to do it, though.
Oh, I did
Not
have
sort
a
of
really
that.
nice. Honestly, I had a nice little meet cute with at Trader Joe's over the weekend.
Oh,
Maybe meet cute's the wrong.
I wonder who was it?
Who was it?
It sounds romantic.
We've
Well,
had
that's the
meet
thing. It was just
Justin
it
and I
was-
have had meet
We've
cutes
had
at
meet
Trader
cutes
Joe's.
with your fans at Trader Joe's as
It
well.
was
We have-
well because listen, I'm a curmudgeon guy, and I you know I'm just like generally in my head and aloof, and my resting state is not one of
Whimsy.
and wonder and joy.
No.
You know, and I think that has you know I'm sure I've interacted with people who knew who I was, and I didn't know that they knew that, and then you know I probably just had a look on my face and. Maybe didn't leave the best impression. I don't like something I always really appreciate my wife is just she's like when she knows that like I'm very like aloof in the world. She's very more observant. She's like
They recognize you.
they recognize you. Lock it in. You know,
Be nice.
be nice.
Yeah.
Not that I'm
Yeah.
not nice. It's just more like I have to
Well, you're on the clock.
just lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it. And I went to Trader Joe's to get a watermelon. But picking out a watermelon is such it's one of those like it's Russian roulette. You never really know, you know, because
Yeah.
you can't cut it open. And
you
I
gotta
have a
look
thing
right at its BH.
because I will never cut. I have a phobia of cut fruit.
Oh,
What?
wow.
I have to cut my own fruit.
What are you worried? Like everyone's fingers on it?
There's just the
Slimy.
It's never fresh when it's already cut.
right like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It gets-
fruit,
it gets
fruit is about
watery.
freshness. You
Yeah.
know, like I can't like the people who would like eat an apple, set it aside, and finish it 45 minutes
It's, like,
later.
brown.
Like,
Yeah,
are you
no.
psycho?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't. Oh my god. So that is, I just like I can't eat fruit unless I cut it or I watch it being cut by like
Yeah.
someone who I'm related to.
Family members only.
It's got family members only. 100%.
Bloodline only.
DNA evidence has to match.
And then when you buy a watermelon, you can't really. It's really like I
Yeah.
hope you know.
It's risky. It's scary. You're really vulnerable out there at the Trader
it really
Joe's.
is. And
No,
shout
it's
out to
one of-
Trader Joe's because they have the best watermelons in LA. Also, it's weird because LA, California, you think agriculture. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they have a big agriculture.
California
100%,
very large
But-
in
but-
agriculture, yes.
Watermelons in LA are not as good as watermelons in the Midwest.
That's true.
Well, we're all genetically modified out here, even if it says organic.
Either way, I've noticed a distinct difference between
Mm-hmm.
the watermelon. Like the watermelons in LA,
You guys ever had a watermelon?
one
in
out
the
of three are
South?
terrible.
They're big, but they're not as sweet and juicy as they are in the Midwest.
They're also spongy. Have you seen that? Where if they've compared watermelons here, you can like kind of squish the watermelon versus in another state, you could like it crunches. or
I haven't
like
gotten that
splits.
far.
Yeah.
But
So you're
anyways,
right.
they're like $6.99 at Trader Joe's. At Gelson's, the watermelons are 69 cents a pound, which basically means they're like $30.
No, Gelson's though also
It's
is
crazy.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Anyways, it's really affordable at Trader Joe's. I went to Trader Joe's to get a
Culture.
watermelon.
Shout out
over-
Trader Joe's.
over the
Mhm.
weekend, and I was knocking them.
Mm-hmm.
And a mom was with her kids, and she was like, "Any advice for me?" Because I was like, looked like I knew what I was doing, and I'm like, "Well, I am no expert, but you gotta listen for the sound."
Yeah.
And I'm trying to describe
Hollow,
it.
a
Yeah, it's
bit.
got a
Lower.
ting, not a
also
not
Yeah.
a dud. It
Yeah.
has to have a ting to it.
yellowing spots is a good sign. It
Mhm.
means
The
it's ripening.
cracks,
Not the cracks, but like the coloration. Like you want it to not just be fully green.
Yeah. When you
As
flip,
an ex-Trader Joe's employee.
No, I mean, I'm not.
You know?
As I told this person, no expert. I have some tips and tricks, but I've picked out some bad watermelons. So I'm knocking on it, and she's like, "Any tips for me?" And I'm like, I think you have to. I'm sitting there trying to describe the sound, which is like a ting, not
It's
a tud.
hollow. You want it to sound
Yeah.
hollow.
And then she picks one.
Resonant.
She picks one up, and then she's like knocking on it, and then I I go in and I listen to I put my head against her watermelon, and I'm like, "Nope, that's a bad one." And then she picks up another one, and I'm like, "No, that's a good one." And then she says thanks, and then she goes, "Congratulations on those wins." And it was like,
Aw.
oh,
That's
I
the
was
way
like,
to do it, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't be weird.
I'm like, I just took the time, and I hope this person pick out a watermelon. She thinks I'm really nice. This is really great.
And she already knew exactly who she
Yeah.
was watermeloning with, which is
Yeah.
first base at Trader
I hope.
Joe's.
I hope.
base.
I don't know. If you're out there, if you're listening, I hope you got a good watermelon.
I hope
Oh
she
yeah,
did.
please report back.
I'm now learning that I'm listening to the wrong sound. I thought lower. I thought you want the low
No,
thud.
you want a higher.
No wonder my watermelons taste like shit.
Yeah, if it sounds like
You can learn and grow and change.
Thank God.
if it sounds like there's it has to almost sound like there's no water in it.
I thought
because
you
want
wanted
it,
water.
No, because that's like you want it kind of dry. Because then when you'll cut it, that's what gets you that just like the
Oh,
sweetness because
of
it
course.
is already in there. You know what I
God
mean? It's
damn.
like in the it's like sat in it.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
You
No,
know
I-
what's a trick
yeah.
is with cantaloupe?
No,
Don't
that's
smell.
disgusting.
It's
No.
supposed to smell sweet.
The
so you
only
wanna smell
melon
like
I
cantaloupe.
melon with is a watermelon.
Thank you. I think that's
Wow.
pretty valid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is the best. It is the superior
such a
of all
great
the melons. I would say
melon.
I'm really lucky to not be famous, and the only people that know me are like young lesbians.
Yep.
That is the biggest blessing of my entire life. Is just
The
having
right
young
audience.
lesbians being like, "You're so funny." That's
But that really is a trick to like have
Find
some
your niche.
success, find
Yeah.
your niche,
Yep.
have a nice fan base.
yep.
But like, it's really not that.
Nope. I can do stand up full time, and then I have like young they them's fist bumping me at Trader Joe's. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need anything else.
Like, you still got to be able to go to parent teacher conferences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I do look forward to those.
You're gonna be a PTA dad.
No.
Show face.
I'm just curious what another person is going to say about my kid.
That's cute. That's
Mm.
very cool. When I was a student, I treated parent teacher conferences like speed dating. I was like, this teacher wants me. This teacher wants me. This teacher wants to.
Did
have
you get to
sex with
choose?
me. And I just did them all.
was like-
Yeah.
It felt very. Yeah, I was like, I know what's going on here.
Buying a car is a big purchase, so you want as much information as possible before walking into a dealership. And that's why we love using Car Gurus. With Car Gurus, you can describe what you're looking for in your own words. Just type what you want, and Guru instantly shows you real available listings that match your needs. No endless filters or digging through listings. Dealership mode on Car Guru app lets you compare cars side by side, checking pricing and estimating your final cost. With more than 4 million listings, Car Gurus has the biggest selection of cars. Look for the price includes fees label to see listings with a breakdown of what dealership fees you can expect to pay. Car Gurus is also the #1 most visited car shopping site according to SimilarWeb's estimated traffic data. You guys know that we recently obviously had twins, and that required us to upgrade our vehicles, and thank God we had Car Gurus by our side. In the past, buying cars has never been really a fun experience for me, but Car Gurus made it so much simpler. We had very specific needs. Obviously, we needed a vehicle that fit 3 car seats, and so much about like being in a car with a family, it comes down to some of those little features that cars has. So we had a lot of specific needs with our car, and thank God we had Car Gurus. It made the whole experience so much easier, and it will make the same experience better for you. Buy or sell your next car today with Car Gurus at cargurus.com. Go to cargurus.com to make sure your big deal is the best deal. That's Car Gurus, CARGURUS.com, cargurus.com. Feeding your kids is a constant decision every day, and that's why we love Little Spoon. Little Spoon starts at the very first feed with organic instant formula, then moves into baby cereal and baby blends when solids begin. Baby blends are fresh, refrigerated organic purees with a variety of flavors, nutrients, and textures. Baby plus toddler products are tested for 500 contaminants, including heavy metals. Biteables are perfectly sized meals designed to make their transition to table food easier while supporting self-feeding and palate expansion. Puffs are organic, made with simple ingredients, and perfect for teething. We love Little Spoon. It's been part of our parenting journey since River showed up. They truly have so many great options for your kids, from snacks to cereal, and like they said, different types of meals. You know, kids love cereal, but before Little Spoon, there were so many just like unhealthy options for kids. And with Little Spoon, it's allowed us to give River the snacks and meals and treats that she likes while feeling good about the ingredients that she is eating. Feeding the kids doesn't have to be complicated. Little Spoon makes it easy with real, neutrally balanced meals and snacks designed for every stage. It shows up ready to go, takes the pressure off, and somehow still gets devoured. Veggies and all, no artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners either. And you know what? That's a win we'll take every time. Get 30% off your first order at littlespoon.com/VIALL with code VIALL. That's Little Spoon LITTLESPOON.com/VIALL with code VIALL for 30% off your first order. Littlespoon.com/VIALL. Don't forget, Viall Files Plus now offers ad-free episodes for all Viall Files episodes, including Ask Nick, Reality Recap, and Going Deeper. Plus, if you love Ask Nick, you will absolutely love our Ask Nick updates, where you get updates of your favorite calls, our deep dive on all your favorite Reality Recap TV shows, and our pop culture roundup, where we talk about all your favorite pop culture topics that we didn't get to in this week's episode, plus deep dives on our Going Deeper guest, and so much more. All you have to do is go to Viall Files Plus, and you will be lucky you did. Who is your favorite celebrity couple that met on set?
Zendaya and Tom Holland for me.
Oh, wow.
That's probably my answer too.
Yeah, but they don't really embrace their relationship. It's too much
No, they
like,
keep it
are they
private,
not?
They
And I
do
like
embrace
that.
it just privately.
I like that.
Which
They
is
know how
almost
to do a press
stronger.
tour.
No, I want to.
Well, they give us crumbs. They give us
Yeah,
crumbs.
it's like kind of annoying. No offense, Zendaya.
I
Tom
ate
Holland.
dinner behind Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher the other night, and they were in public, and they looked very happy with their full family.
That's a great celebrity sighting.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
They
classic.
are very famous, but they do. They're
But they
pretty.
act normal.
They're pretty normy.
They were in public acting
Yeah.
normal. She did clock me though, because I happened to just look, and then she did the celebrity look where they like are looking for paparazzis.
You think they're looking for paparazzi?
I think she thought I might have been just because I happened to like look. in
No,
her
I think those are
direction.
people who are just really good at being aware of their surroundings.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just sat next to her. but-
I was running through my favorite couples that met on set, and I think all of them have like broken up besides Matthew Rhys and Kerry Russell.
Hmm.
In my
Are you
head,
sure?
I was thinking of Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield specifically.
Oh, that's long.
That was like really, really huge for me as a kid.
I remember for a second there when the first Wicked came out, there was a murmur in the community of Ariana
and
Cyn-
Ethan?
Yeah.
Oh, Cynthia. The actual one.
But then they kind of played into it, which I think is kind of the annoying part. Is
Yeah.
when you're like very obviously on a press tour and you're like,
Queer
being
baiting,
like,
yeah.
is it? We don't
Cynthia
know.
with
What
the,
is
like,
your What is
hand.
your take on queer baiting? Because I think it's fun sometimes.
Oh, I thoroughly, as somebody who only wants to see more queerness on my TV screen, I find it thoroughly enjoyable.
Like I'm pro being gay for pay.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Be gay for whatever. Free,
I think it's
pay,
hot.
I'm here for it. I'm happy. I know that's not the right take, but I enjoy. And also sometimes I think people, they're queer baiting, but I think internally they're seeing what it feels like. You remember what it's like before you came out? I was like, somebody dare me to kiss Jessica. Whatever.
Yeah.
Was I queer baiting that slumber party? No. I was a young lesbian. I didn't know. So
all
give
fluid.
people time.
I've realized I've been thinking about this and what you were saying about like young lesbians loving you. I'm not famous at all. I just work here. And so there'll be people online that'll like comment on my post, like thinking I'm an influencer and then realizing I'm not. And then they'll be like, how do you have no followers? That's crazy. And it's like it is, I love all of you deeply. Thank you very much. It's like the nicest, sweetest. It's like young moms who just think I'm like funny and they're like, you're doing great.
That's so sweet.
And I think this is it's the level of fame that I'm comfortable with. It's just like, it's
people
like my
being like-
sister-in-law. It's like essentially like a girl who's like my sister-in-law being like, you're doing great.
Were you Brad and Angelina or Brad and Jen?
Fuck.
Oh, that's a good question.
I find them both powerful. There's kind of a more sinister energy to Brangelina, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
Yeah, it's gotten dark.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Because it has. I don't know. I feel like I have such. I guess Brangelina. Is that wrong? Am I wrong?
Can we not root for Angelina and Jen?
I'm rooting for
I'm
that.
not rooting against any of them, but I was more of Brad and Jen.
I mean, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Mr. and Mrs.
That's Brad
Smith.
and Angelina.
I guess I
right
like-
away, yeah.
I was
that was the end of
core
Brad,
Brad
and Jen.
relationship was Brad and Angelina. Like Brad and Jen were already done
Yeah,
for me, except for when Brad Pitt was in Friends. That was
iconic.
That was
Thanksgiving
iconic.
episode.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving episode.
But then when Winona Ryder was in Friends, iconic.
I kind of feel like Maya Rudolph and Paul and Pete. What are his initials?
Paul Thomas Anderson.
I don't know the boy
PTA.
half of relationships a lot of times. That's a really fun couple to me.
Mhm.
Like I would like to see what their nighttime routine looks like.
Mhm.
Like, are they going to bed at the same time? Are they laughing? They must be.
They must be
Ugh, shout out Maya Rudolph. Hot.
Oh, she's
hot,
talented.
funny, talented. Her like incredible. Like also her mother was like Minnie
Mhm.
Riperton.
Yes.
Like incredible.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
And then Paul Thomas Anderson guy that made Punch Drunk Love. You kidding me?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they were together. That's crazy.
That's a
they've been
powerful
married
Power
for a long
couple.
time.
That's a power couple.
Power couple for sure.
Double lives. Let's get back into double lives of Suburban Wives.
Yes.
It's like I said, just you called it.
I've been saying 2 months ago, I saw that poster and I was like, this is the next show.
It's better than Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
It is.
I think it's different. I don't know if it's better. I
It's
think they're
seedier
both really
a bit, but not in a bad way.
It's in my opinion, it's trying to look a little bit like it.
It is.
Oh my, not.
It is.
I mean, it's
A little, a lot.
It's a ripoff.
It's a ripoff. The picture
best
of
way,
them
though.
all with their fingers crossed behind their back. I mean, it looks just like a lot of the promos that you see.
Here's where I thought it was better because, like, on the first episode, they did one of those, like, okay, I'm fighting with another girl. And that was the most boring part of the episode. It was like, I don't care. I don't care
about the group drama.
I don't care about the group drama.
Same taglines,
I want to hear more about how you
balance.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, and then all the husbands are part of it.
Do you guys think the first couple, you see the guy being like
The main
and then
couple?
the main
one
couple.
with the planets?
Tammy
Yes.
and Drew.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait.
or the first one before that, whatever her
Tammy's the one that
The
organized the
ringleader.
group.
So the
Erica
first person
Swains.
revealing and she was like, and I wasn't feeling that confident. And then my husband posted this picture of me in my underpants, faceless. And then he starts being like, and she just had so much confidence and it went wild. And then I took it from there. I was like, okay, fine. The second couple, similar story where the husband is like, I'm the one who took the photo and posted it of her. And by the second time, I was like, is that really what happened? Because it feels so convenient that you're like, no, it was the head of my household decided that we were going to do this. Like, it feels almost like they're split. It's still not full. I'm the head woman making all the money in this relationship. It's still kind of like God, Christian, only fans, only family, only God. I don't know.
Only family, only God, only fans.
Yeah, like it still feels like I don't know. It felt a little too convenient. Do you guys think that's the real story?
Well, Brie was the one that was different too, because that was Macy was the second one you were talking about. Macy was the nip slip that they posted. Tammy was the faceless ass.
I believe
But Brie said she
Church
started
Girl that her husband did it. I don't believe Church Girl would have done it herself the first time.
I don't
But
know.
she always
You
had
don't
the
think
power in the
so?
relationship.
She's
though.
wearing my favorite thing about her is that she's wearing a wig to hide her identity. She's
So good.
blonde and she's putting on a blonde wig.
She's putting on an uglier wig.
And then sunglasses?
Yes.
Please, like, as someone that, like, my dad's a pastor and I was convinced that I was going to immaculately conceive because my name's Mary, like,
Oh, wow.
I kind of get what's going on in her head.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that
The-
she chose a blonde wig.
The best, there's so many best parts of the episode.
It's so good.
But
So good.
they're the parent, like, apparently, and I assume this is authentic and not just like
producer driven.
producer driven. But it sounds like when they started filming the show, many of these people's family members did not know that they were OnlyFans creators.
Well, you saw that with Macy specifically, where she sat down. She's a pastor's daughter, where she told
she's
her family to show about mothers and.
And then you
she's
have
lying.
the pastor dad being like, thinking that. So what he knows is that his daughter's on a TV show
Yep.
about being a mother.
about being a mom, and so he is just like, as any dad or parent would, just like, well, she just has, she got casted because she has such a good heart. And she is such a pure soul, and she loves Jesus, and it was because she
it's
loves.
like, no, she has
And it
hot
was like,
shower
and he's,
videos that she posts.
he's saying all these reasons of why she got cast,
Which
and
is
it's
true,
because
by the
she's
way.
like,
That's part of it.
I can't believe.
And she's live streaming her showers.
He literally said my two favorite things about my daughter. Number one is her heart. Number two
She
is
loves
her
the Lord.
is her relationship with Jesus. I mean, I feel like she before a live stream says a prayer. I mean, she's fucking. It's so
Because he's not lying.
intertwined.
That's the double lie.
Listen,
Is it's all true.
this is
if
my
you
big
if you
question
know
with
your
it.
Bible, which I don't very well, Mary Magdalene was
Famously a sex worker.
famously a sex worker.
Yeah.
Mary Magdalene famously a sex worker.
And if you are into like Christian lore or conspiracy theories, some would say that he's the wife of Jesus.
well,
she had a
hold
kid
on.
with Jesus.
Let's-
I know,
Well,
I know
okay,
that's like, I
guys.
know we're not, I don't want to get,
we don't need to dig into
we're
religious
getting into a
conspiracy,
bit
but
like Dan Brown, Tom Hanks movie territory
I
here.
feel like Christians are a little more
I
chill. Man,
love that movie.
I'm Catholic, so like
Same.
Catholics are more like, we come and we go.
Right.
Some of 'em.
Like we can. So yeah, I think
You're casual Catholic.
most Catholics are casual Catholics.
yeah, most of them don't stay like actively practicing.
I'm,
You know why?
I'm
we
veggie-
have reconciliation.
That is true.
It's like the
Yeah.
greatest religious loophole.
To go confess, you mean?
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, I'll just
You can never truly leave. Like that's the whole point of the Catholic Bible.
sure. I don't know.
I was raised very religious, but I was not Catholic. I was VeggieTales Christian. So
what
yes.
kind of VeggieTales Christian?
VeggieTales Christian. So
Okay.
like I would go to like, like camps in the summer where I would like paint people's houses. I would do the mega church thing.
Oh,
The
yeah,
like
mega church
Christian
thing.
music festival. So
The
a lot more
concerts.
like the WWJD
Mhm.
bracelets and like the Jesus is my homeboy kind
Saint
of.
Sinner on different sides of sunglasses.
Yes, like that.
It's like a
more-
Comic-Con.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is like
I always wanted to go to one of
It's
those
like you
churches.
can't. It's like it's the stuff where like their hymns are basically just 4-song pop songs that are created in a lab by like Max Martin, and then you put Jesus in it to
And
like,
they're all
get
wearing True
people-
Religion jeans.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, the first time I saw like a photo of like Comic-Con or BravoCon, I was like, that looks just like my church.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the big type of pop culture where you like pop Jesus, where you're kind of like evangelizing, but you're also kind of like Jesus is kind of hot
Yeah.
looking.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
So I always thought like these, but I was also the pureness. Like they talk about it in the towards end of this episode, where they talk about purity culture, that they were kind of raised with the purity rings, waiting till marriage, the whole thing, which I also was raised very similarly. And I would say that it almost always backfires.
Mm.
If you're trying to keep Pandora's box closed, eventually you're going to want to eat it and probably
It's a
be lesbian.
psychological thing, right?
I
If you
think so.
exoticize it, they want it more.
Yes.
Like with
Yeah.
kids. Or you say
Yes.
off limits and they're like, I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's. I don't know. I think I was
Well,
just a horny teenager.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
think we're
I
all
mean-
horny
It
teenagers.
I
wasn't like a
grew up, like-
rebellious thing. It was.
I
more
was
like,
not super conservative. Like my dad, like Lutheran pastor, pretty like progressive branch of Lutheranism. Like it was chill. There were like queer people like in the church. It wasn't like the repression that I experienced was incredibly like self-imposed of just like, oh, I'm probably sinning right now.
Mm.
And so I do think there's a lot of aspects, especially like when you're in that family that's running a church, there's really like no choice that you get out like to not be part of that family. Like you're kind of employed by the church regardless or not,
Mm-hmm.
at least in my experience. And so there is like Macy Miss Church Girl is so interesting to me in the way that is like she has already played the role of church girl her life. So it almost makes sense that
Totally.
she's doing this OnlyFans thing,
Called the
doing
church girl.
calling it church girl because
Yeah.
it's like that's the role
She's
she's known
leaning
to
in.
play.
She's
leaning
totally
in.
leaning in.
She's doing what she's been like trained to do her entire life, which is serve.
That's insane.
and then she.
I can.
But by the way, she had the power in her relationship too because he like went back to
He
religion
went
for
to her church and
He
she was
lost
like,
weight
oh,
for her.
yeah.
Like she was like,
She
if
made
you're
him
gonna
go
be
to
with me,
church.
you're gonna
no, I like, yeah.
Then
it's-
the main girl. She's
Tammy.
Tammy.
Erica Swings.
And that it's so Secret
Yeah.
Lives coded that
Yeah.
her husband is giving Dakota.
Wow.
Not in a problematic way.
Not it. I don't know anything about him.
No,
He just
they
kinda,
seem like a
he
healthy-
just kind of. Well, I mean, you saw the preview.
You're thinking of someone else then.
The
Bree's the one that said divorce is not off the table.
that's
Bree's
the
the
one
teacher
that
that
you
lost
like
her
her.
Yeah, Breeze.
Her top?
Her
Yes.
globes, I think is what I said.
Isn't she's not the main couple?
Is she, I mean, they're all
I think
main
Tammy
couples.
is the
Tammy
main-
is like the mother of the group.
She's the ringleader, and she also helped kind of usher the younger or
Yeah.
the other moms into kind of
She was
monetizing
like the
adult.
madame.
Bree became an only.
She's
Bree,
the pimp.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. But Bree became a creator because she saw Erica Swings Tammy's videos. So she's
was
like the
inspired.
origin.
That is my big question with this group. How in this small community did they find so many OnlyFans moms?
I mean, it does sound like it is super common. And I think that they were inspired by,
each other.
yeah,
I also think women are just underpaid in this community of Missouri.
in this community in particular with how Christian they are,
Yeah.
it feels like that their 11th commandment is thou shalt not be too poor. And they're like, I guess OnlyFans it is.
$1 million
Yeah.
You know?
later.
Like, well, yeah. What happens when it's like?
It's like it's kind of like, did you like in a small town, you know, when like an MLM kind of starts sweeping
Oh,
that small
yeah.
town? I think this is what OnlyFans is to them. It's
Yeah.
like it's the new way to make some money.
They call
And
it
also-
the New American Dream. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all kind of like communing with each other at church. And they're like, did
Mhm.
you hear she just puts on a wig and showers and now her husband doesn't have to work? I mean, I think it's also some of them have been in the news. Like, I think they're seeing from each other.
Mhm.
Bree's story specifically to me, I remember when this came out, like being an English teacher that then got fired because they found her OnlyFans,
Mhm.
I'll be honest.
but she wasn't paid enough.
As a father with 2 young daughters.
Yeah.
3 young daughters. Darn. Oh, sorry. I don't know which one I forgot.
You forgot yourself.
It's hard because twins. Did you count them as one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. If I were to find out that one of my children's teachers were on there are so many other things that would bother me.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
That wouldn't bother you.
I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't create like maybe I need to ask more questions.
I'm agreeing with
I'm
you.
not saying I would just like ignore it. I'm not saying I'd be like, woohoo, you know. But I don't think I would immediately be like,
she's bad.
Run her
she's
out of
bad.
town.
I can't run her out of town. She can't work here.
Yeah, I'm kind of at the place right now with how things are economically that I assume that every single school teacher is also on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who is
actually,
it?
the only thing I really care about my
Or they're
children's teachers
realtors.
is like, teach them, educate them, don't indoctrinate them. I don't want you to like, I don't care what do whatever whatever you do at home, do it the fuck at home and teach my kid math. And that's all I care about.
As long
Which
as
is
they're
what she was
professional.
doing. Which is what she was doing, by the way. So that's the crazy part is that she was
Yeah,
fired.
she was not like,
Like she was being a teacher.
She wasn't like, introducing lingerie to her,
No.
Yeah. The OnlyFans thing, the teacher thing is so weird because I understand, I guess, like where the taboo is, but also like your teachers are fucking regardless.
For sure.
Like,
I also I don't know. I love the beginning of new reality shows. Getting in on the ground level where I'm watching the show, I can find these women on Instagram. They've got about 6,000 followers.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yeah, they're
my
not.
search
They're
too.
they're
not.
normal still.
They're
and
not famous yet.
They act like that on the
Yeah.
show. You can tell.
Well,
I mean,
famous.
true.
Brie had 40,000 followers, or what was it?
Yeah,
that's
but
famous on a different level.
Well, but
it's like
that's-
small,
but
but
that's
then
for her
there's like
only-
small town fame as
Yeah.
well.
True.
Well,
you know?
yeah, but
Yeah.
like her fame isn't read by Instagram.
well, we told you that
followers.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives was going to pop off, and we're here to tell you that I keep wanting to say Secret
Double-
Lives,
the
Double
double
Lives of Suburban Wives is
It's gonna pop.
it's
I wanna-
so good.
I
It
wanna
is
know
like
what
if you
happened.
love reality TV, if you love Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, this is there's so much there.
So good.
And then
It
like I'm
is.
watching the first episode and I'm like I need one of the husbands to like join in, like to
They
start
have.
and
They have.
and they do.
Philip.
Yeah.
Philip.
Philip.
I like that he's kind of like.
And they're bonding,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
sweet.
Well, according to the trailer, maybe not.
Maybe
but
well then you're gonna deal with the negative effects of fame and attention and
he
money.
said he was jealous of her fans at first. Like that's fascinating.
Oh,
yeah.
he said that?
I think, right?
Wow.
And then he started an OnlyFans, right? Wasn't that the storyline?
Which is I think there's also a lot of I think because like I think people assume OnlyFans and think like hardcore porn,
Mhm.
but I think there's a spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
There's for sure.
Like
when
you,
we
you
saw
could not do like I think there's some who don't do like any nudes. They're
I think
just,
OnlyFans
it's like
started
toes or
out as just
something.
subscriptions and just became the popular like go-to for.
Well, that's how
sex work
everything
and
has
performing.
started. Porn is basically the launching pad of every successful business.
everything either starts as
the
porn or
internet
turns
started
into
as porn. Snapchat started as porn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting.
You know.
The cycle of life is it all kind of becomes
Oldest
porn.
profession of the world.
Yeah.
I really liked because I think you're right. I think there's a spectrum of what people are using OnlyFans for, and it's not all, like fucking on camera. There's like a spectrum. But when they cut to that husband like meat packing all of her panties, I was like, this. I could stay in this scene for an hour. I'm like, tell me exactly what the fuck you guys are up to. When
Yeah.
she was like, once I send my kids to school, it's strip tease hour. I'm like, the show is exactly what we want.
That
When
was
it-
honestly the only hard part, I would think. The kid part.
Is that they all have kids, right?
Well, it's just like, yeah. I would,
I have a lot of questions, yeah.
Yeah. That's a tough conversation.
Your kids
Is it tougher to
know-
tell your parents or your kids?
your kids
Your kid.
because of the taboo of society?
I think it would just be tough telling your kids because then it's like I guess I would feel like I would be more okay making my parents uncomfortable than making my kids uncomfortable. Because it's like as a parent, is it like you want to keep your kids comfortable so there would
Yeah.
be guilt there, but then it's like your parents are supposed you know what I
I
mean?
also think like kids are, and stereotypically kids are the ones that are more likely to come out versus like the parents, right? Stereotypically.
And these women on the show
Yeah.
are using the term coming
They
out,
are.
Yeah.
which is
That's
really
been-
interesting.
Which is very
Which is
interesting.
fascinating.
That's
And by
crazy to
coming
watch
out, they
them.
mean coming out as
As
OnlyFans
OnlyFans.
creators.
Which
Right.
honestly is a
because some of
taboo
them
in
are
itself.
incognito.
Right.
in wigs that are the same color as
These
their
like
hair.
mega
And-
church people being like, I'm coming
Wow.
out. It's-
But I don't know. I'm curious how three of you have all had to come out
I
at some
honest-
point. Is that offensive to you that they've kind of co-opted that term?
I think it's
or?
accurate to like the taboo they're facing.
Well,
It's a
yeah, because that's what
totally
I'm saying.
different
Like
experience,
because Because it's all
but-
about the pressure, right? It's all about your community and what the fear of
And we
being
know-
turning on you.
ostracized and being
Yeah.
turned down.
religion
and-
specifically. Yeah.
yeah. It took porn for straight people to relate to gay people.
Can you believe?
I know. They're like, wait, this is kind of hot.
They're
Okay.
like, wait, I'm feeling shame.
wait.
Mhm.
But I did do a deep dive on, yeah, okay, Brianna, whatever, the Globes, fine, sue me.
I
okay?
did some research too.
Okay, thank God.
So we're
right?
both on
we're
the
all
same-
on the same.
Yeah,
we all
yeah,
did a
Same
deep dive.
couch.
Did you not deep dive?
I did not, no.
I deep dived.
I
Okay.
might have
Deep
looked at
dive.
the husbands too, but
I
we
might
can
have looked at
leave
some
Okay,
that.
that
Instagrams and some.
I'm deep
yeah,
diving.
yeah, yeah.
You
Whatever.
did.
We're producers.
I just
Are
did
all of the
research.
husbands participating now?
No, I mean I didn't look that closely. She just said Philip had one, and I was like, well, I want to see what you looked for the Globes. I was like, I just wanted to see what.
But I found it interesting that most of them do also girl on girl content.
That's the thing
So
too. Yeah.
I'm also like, I'm very interested to see how this is going to play out. If that is a part of something that they're identity wise, or if it is like a gay for pay situation. But even that reconciling with how
Mhm.
religious these women
Mhm.
are
Mhm.
is going to have to be talked about. And I
Yeah.
found a video of Brianna making out with a girl on her Instagram, but they were fake making out. And I find that also deeply.
Fake making out.
They were angled so that the baseball cap was covered.
I saw that and I didn't click on
Yeah.
I clicked right on it. They
I
knew
assumed they
exactly
did.
what I was doing
find
there.
It, yeah, the sexuality aspect of it is like so interesting.
Fascinating.
Because like as far as like sex workers go, like there is a very different relationship with some people that like like you have some like heterosexual women
Mhm.
that will actively like when they're working and they will have sex with women.
Yes.
Right. And that's their job.
Yeah. And also
And-
men who do OnlyFans will also
So have sex with men.
yes.
Yeah. Or
And they're like are straight.
Mhm. Or you have like non-binary people. Obviously, like it's a whole thing, and it's like you're doing your
Fluidity.
job, but
Yeah.
fluidity. And so there's this aspect of like with OnlyFans and the separation of kind of church and state of like this separation of like fluidity as
Right.
its own thing, but not necessarily their sexuality.
Also when you're that Christian too, there's so many
Doesn't
weird
it just work?
I think
Yes.
well, no, it's a separate. I think they're separating truly
Yeah.
church and state. Like church and their religion and their relationship to God is like this very pure thing, and they're still pure, right? They
Yeah.
are still pure. Their job is a job, and I wonder if that's where the compartmentalization
That's why they have like the
is.
separate room in the basement
Yes.
or whatever in the
It's
garage.
separate.
and my
It's the
name is
the
different.
double
I'm
live.
this thing now.
The MILF house.
But
MILF
then
house is
you have
awesome.
Macy being church girl. So she's still
Interesting.
leaning into it. So she's not able to completely separate it. And that's why she has a separate identity with it.
I think also there's something very interesting about people like that are this level of like traditional Christian values, people that will use weird little loopholes where they'll be like, well, if it's with a girl, it doesn't really count.
Exactly.
And then they double down on doing gay shit. And they're
Mhm.
like, well, that's Leviticus was actually a man and a man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you've seen it's so I could deep dive forever on
Like
it.
if they think they don't enjoy it, it's not a sin.
Right.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
It's really, I mean, it's like,
But
and
they're
you
not-
see it even in normal life with like queer, with like heterosexual, like outwardly heterosexual people that have like obviously a little bit of on the Kinsey scale.
yeah.
That like when you're a gay person, the way they'll interact with you, you'll like make out with a girl and she'll be like, no.
Right.
And
It's
you're like,
interesting.
Oh.
I want to see also what is the relationship with Megan or Meg with Brianna? Because at the end, like, what was that also like? What did she do? Like,
Well,
why are you?
they
not
make
her
it seem
friends?
like she cheated on her husband or something. It's
I don't
giving that.
Oh.
But like, I want to.
I mean that I don't know if she did,
Yeah, I
but
don't
they're you know I can't say. You know, it's
I'm sure we'll
like
find out.
yeah.
Just the real
Least interesting part of the entire episode.
Oh, I didn't think so. I'm like, you guys are both teachers and like best friends, and now you're not talking.
they're good at breadcrumbing it, but
Something
it's crazy that the Mormon Housewives show starts with this like swinging scandal, and it's like this show is like, did you like that? We're gonna do it the whole time.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God.
This is just the sex stuff.
Yes.
Which,
gonna,
like,
it's gonna
thank
save
God.
cable television. It's on TLC. There's one episode out now.
Mhm. I
Mhm.
think it's every Sunday.
Yeah. Guys,
It's on-
lock in.
If-
Oh my
if you're
God.
a streamer, it's on
On
HBO
Sunday.
Max.
Go to church, then
Oh, of course.
go to church.
Oh, church in the morning,
Church girl at night.
double lives, dual lives at night.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
It is perfect.
It's really amazing. How are you enjoying Married at First Sight?
I mean, it's a lot to watch. I like to watch it with my wife because it's so fun to judge other couples who are just like trying to do an arranged marriage out of nowhere. But I think it's an interesting season. I think that these two, Sean was it? I think they're faking that they're getting along.
Oh, Sean and Nikki.
Sean and Nikki. I think that they hate each other, and then by the last episode, they're like, "What if we just pretend we liked each other?"
There's no way they're still. What if they're still together?
I would be
That would be
so
crazy.
scared. There's no way that they're still together. Are you liking this season?
Yeah, it's really enjoyable.
It's
I mean,
fun.
it's the first time I really got into Married at First Sight, so I'm
Yeah.
popping my
I
cherry.
think a lot of
Mhm.
people love the season.
I think the jet ski guy is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the fact that he's known as the jet ski guy is really all you need to know.
Piano
Right.
jet ski guy.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
tough.
the Ross Geller moment in the first episode. He's like, I'll
Yeah.
play one more. No one's
Yeah.
asking for it.
Well,
You
then he
know?
opens up in therapy and he's like, my parents forced me. And I'm like, well, you are doing it at every moment that there's a piano.
Well, I
but
mean,
you don't know
listen,
if producers asked him to do
if
that.
you for sure, and if you have a talent and you worked really hard on it, you want to.
Show
I don't
it
know.
off.
I like play guitar, and the last thing I ever would want to do is be at a party and be like, hey guys. Like that would make me want to leave.
Right.
know?
It's actually crippling to be so self-aware sometimes. He
Yeah.
must live in a world where he's like, I do rock.
What's that like?
Right.
Yeah.
Bliss, I'm sure.
It does rock. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, but like self-awareness is a crippling disease sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes you just have to like go back to your old ways.
Also, like this season, there used to be one of the the people that set them up. There used to be a woman named Dr. Pepper Schwartz.
What a name.
Fun name. And she's just gone. And I do think that the way that they're running this season is like less and less ethical than the
Mm.
other ones. I think that they're really trying to just get these people on a group dinner, tearing each other apart. And it's interesting to watch. I mean, I love it. I'm a freak, but it's a lot. It's a lot of group dinners.
A lot of group dinners. What did you guys think about what's his name with the rugby guy? Or is
Oh,
he-
Devin and Caitlin.
Devin.
Oh, yeah, Devin.
Devin and Caitlin. Devin being frustrated with her that he felt like they're on Married at First Sight, and he's mad that she's affectionate with him on camera. Kind of.
I think Devin is one of the most sensitive people on the show.
Yeah.
I think his feelings were hurt from the honeymoon when he saw her wake up and go to the gym without him. I think he's been mad ever since
Yeah.
and just pouting. And like she thinks things are okay, but he's actually still just mad. Also, it made me rethink my haircut in earnest. I
No,
was
I
like,
get
great,
it.
I look
It
like
is-
I look
yeah,
like Devin now.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's too
You don't
short.
look like Devin.
I think
If anything, Devin is encroaching on, Butch fashion. Which,
okay, thank you.
yeah. And I think men be careful.
Did lesbians bring the mullet back?
Yes.
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, it's rough out
I
here.
didn't mean to co-opt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Devin with this. Yeah, I think I gotta let it grow long. But I think he's very needy. I think he's very sensitive.
He does seem very needy and sensitive. And then she's just, what's her name?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Yes. Caitlin is just, it seems like she's just doing her best.
I feel bad for
I
Caitlin.
feel really bad for her.
Yeah, me
it's
too.
like she's trying, and yeah, he's just like he has an issue with every single thing that she's doing, and it's like not enough.
You guys
It's
know the
sad.
basketball coach and that like other cute girl.
Cameron and Michelle.
What is Adam?
Cameron and Michelle.
Cameron and Michelle. So they're
Mhm.
like one's in Portland, one's in Seattle. There have been a couple of times where they're kind of talking to each other, and I'm literally crying because I think that they're very like sweet and belong together and have
Wholesome,
found
yeah.
love. I'm like, that's powerful to me.
Oh my god, even him being like, I mean, if I think about success, the whole like, I don't know if I like what it would be like if I didn't have somebody to come home to,
Well,
and I
they're-
was like,
They're the only couple that seems to understand what it takes to make a relationship work,
Yeah.
which is to put your partner before you.
This is the issue with a lot of dating reality TV shows is that single people are on them and they act like single people.
And they're always, what about me? And
Right.
they're always very good
Felipe
at
wants to
centering
fuck
about like
women.
why they feel insecure about what their partner's doing, as opposed to being like, that's interesting. I made you feel that way. I wonder how. Let me think about that. And what do I need to do to help you make you feel more grounded and secure? And they're the only couple that's doing that.
mhm.
Said like a true married man. You know the vibe.
Yeah. I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who works at the restaurant is falling apart at the seams. His hairline is actively receding. He is
Yeah.
not doing well. He's getting sweatier and sweatier every episode, just wanting to fuck other women. It's scaring me to
It's-
watch.
That's just weird.
why would you go on Married at First Sight?
Why would you say that out loud? On TV, in front of people, or in front of your wife?
4K?
There's just no other way for that to come across as like objectifying.
It's bad. He
like-
wants to have sex with a lot of women. Not
It's
even.
just weird.
It's weird. It is weird.
I mean, like, I know as a guy, but it's like at some point, have
I've
you not
never
had
f-
enough sex?
I've never felt that. I mean, I'm not a man, but I've never felt that way.
I
I've
mean,
never
it-
been like, damn, I wish I missed like,
It's not
Maybe
even
that's my
that.
Catholic guilt, because eventually when your number gets to it, you're just like,
Like, that's good. You're like, 3's plenty.
Yuck.
But I feel like his isn't even about, which scares me. It's not even about like he likes to fuck. It's about like how many women can I get to have sex with me?
Yeah.
Which
Like
is
a very notch on the belt.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also just like gives that he doesn't necessarily view he views relationships with women as transactional,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a red flag, you know?
It also scares me that he doesn't know what's wrong with what he's saying exactly. He's like working through it in real time, and like that's weird to watch on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounds like maybe it's a product of his upbringing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like dad. I think dad might be a bad role model. I wonder.
Yeah.
Ultimate Girls Trip.
Oh my God. 20th anniversary. When I saw
This is
Nene
my
Leakes-
endgame. This is Avengers Endgame
It's-
for mothers and their gay sons.
I mean, I've been talking about Ultimate Girls Trip since its inception and since it got
You have really
paused.
been. You
Yeah.
have been talking about it since
Well,
it got canceled.
specifically because Ultimate Girls Trip, the Phuket season,
Mhm.
Thailand, was like phenomenal.
Amazing,
Because you're
beautiful,
taking
gorgeous.
all of the juggernauts of all the shows and mixing them together, which that's why this one's even better.
yeah.
Because you're getting like all of the housewives as they're traveling from city to city.
And if you've only popped in and out, which is me, of a viewer of Housewives, I've seen some, not at all. They're showing you enough of their clips back in time that you are getting the full experience.
This
Mhm.
one specifically, yeah, because they want to like rapid fire like season
Yeah.
1, season 2 of like all these people.
I mean,
And Nene being back is like monumental.
My absolute
Huge.
favorite part is when Teresa was like, "This Orange County reminds me a lot of New Jersey," and then Vicky goes, "Does it?" Like the way she took so much offense
Oh,
to the comparison between New
Does
Jersey
it?
Well, and Vicky
and Orange
clearly
County.
doesn't like Teresa for some reason. Like even
Vicky
Teresa
giving-
on the boat when like Vicky was like yelling about do your taxes, file your taxes, and Teresa goes, "Well, anyways, I'm gonna just ignore that. I'm not gonna even address that." 'Cause
Was
it's like,
that a
what do you-
direct dig at Teresa though?
Yes, it
of
was.
course
Okay.
it was.
Because she was talking
Jail.
about why she like her most monumental time or whatever, like learning from Housewives.
And then you also, I mean, Vicky just coming in, handing everyone a life insurance policy is just
every
Yeah.
second that I am, my nervous system is about to be regulated from Vicky, she screams again. Like just right
But
when
I
I'm chill.
never think Vicky is performing, which is why I love Vicky so much.
She's on.
she disarms you. It's because
Yeah.
you're mad, and then she says something
But
about
she's
a banana
not
or
playing a
something.
character.
Yeah.
No, I think that's her. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
which makes it amazing.
I think Luann is so hot.
She's always
She-
been.
I
hot.
mean,
Right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
She's like powerful, that like deep, the Countess. I mean,
She's aged very well, and I only say
Yes.
that because I was reminded, because she's like, "Oh, I started in I don't know what year, but it was in 2014 where she tried to seduce me in Chicago."
Well,
stop.
I didn't know she
that's
tried
the
to.
thing that I love about her is every time just any man walks by her, she's like looking them down. Even like in this episode, she was looking at those men.
I love
Mhm.
that she's a man eater. I love
She
that that's
is a
her like
man-eater.
a part of her identity is just like
But she has not aged since 2014. I didn't
Oh my
know
God,
who
no.
she was before 2014, so that's my baseline. But
Right.
she does look the same.
She's always been hot
She-
and still is hot.
She has always been the Countess.
she can do whatever the
She's
fuck she wants to me.
feeling Giovanni.
God
Yeah.
bless
Mhm.
her.
Also, Giselle, I think is one of the hottest
She's-
housewives.
yeah.
I think
Have
this
you
whole
seen-
cast, but Giselle specifically.
Portia.
Portia too.
Portia's swimming in that lady pond. Too.
Swimming the Lady Pond, right? That's also somebody who's kind of in and out. It was so cool to start on. You're caught up immediately, and now we know. Okay, Portia's new to like this queer vibe, and we're all just going to talk about it. When they
Mhm.
reference her short nails,
Oh, the no
Yeah.
nails.
they cut to her to camera being like, "If you know, you know." I'm like, we're having fun here.
You would like this
Which
past
is
season
Ultimate
of
Girls
Atlanta a
Trip.
lot.
I'm gonna have
Ultimate
to.
Girls Trip's not supposed to be super serious and drama. It's just
And I think
funny.
you get a lighter Lisa Barlow.
yes.
You do.
I also don't
Yeah.
think we've
She's-
seen her cook yet, but
No, but like when you have Lisa Barlow defending Shannon for Tamara, like we had Shannon on the show on Tuesday, and Shannon texted me, "Did you watch Ultimate Girls Trip yet? Did you see Tamara come after me?" I'm like, "I haven't watched it yet." But
it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be able to say.
Well, it was just Tamara doing the thing
What do you
Tamara
mean?
always does,
It was
which
like
is just like,
completely
girl.
unnecessary.
Yes, but
Yeah.
like, but what I'm saying though is we've known
It's like you
that-
forgot what show you were on, Tamara. This is Ultimate Girls Trip. This is an Orange
No,
County.
but we've
Is
Yeah.
it supposed to be light, right?
for the
Yeah.
most part, yes, there is drama, but
They
we've
want, like,
known
fun drama.
we've known that the
Mm.
Quiet Woman something happens between Shannon and Tamara, and like the headlines made it seem so much more serious than like, and it was wrong. But then like Tamara calling her a drunk, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just
that's
Like I thought there was a
so-
physical
Yeah.
throwdown or something. like-
Yeah, I think, well, from what it seems like, was just that production was mad that they started doing Orange County shit
Yeah.
on Ultimate Girls Trip, and they're like, we literally told you not to do this. No.
Mm.
Like, it seemed like versus, but,
But
then
also they
also
knew what they
watching
were
it, it's just
doing.
like, Tamara, why?
But
It
they
was just
also knew-
unnecessary. It was if we're talking about Housewives as like sports and stuff, flagrant foul. Like, Tamara, read the room. bring that in subtly.
When Vicky sat down with Tamara and was getting so animated that she then had to rip her wig off, I was like,
That
this
wig in
is
general.
very like
Yeah.
if RuPaul Drag Race was like pumped full of Botox and evaded taxes. I
Yes.
was like, this is incredible.
Yes. Oh my God. Shannon walking into with her like cigarette and her 80s like punk look. I was like, give me more.
How many episodes are there?
I'm not entirely sure, but Ultimate Girl Trip is always like shorter.
Yeah.
And they used to air it where they would drop like 4 episodes at once and then weekly. But I think this one's finally weekly.
I'm sick of one show one at a time. I need more of these suburban wives. I need more like one at a time is not going to do it for me. It's
Yeah,
not
but
gonna
I do. I
sustain.
mean, as a show who covers these shows, it is a lot easier when they.
Yeah.
It's easier for your workflow.
Yeah, definitely way easier for our workflow.
For
So I
sure.
do
Love
appreciate
Island is
that.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, daily.
Did you watch Love Island?
All of it. Every single one. I miss Soul. I've watched
miss Soul.
everything. I miss Soul. I miss her.
I think
Girl,
Soul.
fuck. What's wrong with me?
Soul-
Jesus. I thought she was a really.
I was a big fan of her on the show, but since post show, she seems a little messy.
I haven't followed posts. Is she getting cringe online?
She's
Well,
always
that-
on a live saying something about someone.
She's just she's just like not
She's
letting
speaking her
it.
truth.
She's just not letting it go.
It would have been cool if she just didn't even talk about it and was just like, so here I am with Michael B. Jordan or whatever.
It's been so much fun, Rachel. Come
I had the
again.
best time. Thank you for having me. I'd love to. I love talking
I mean,
about
just
TV.
let us know what you're
Mhm.
watching, and you just pop on in.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. This
Where
was
can
so
people
fun.
find you?
I'm at Rachel Scanlon Comedy. That's all my handles. And my podcast is Two Dykes and a Mic, and I'm going to be on tour all fall. You can go to rachelscanloncomedy.com for tickets. A lot of the shows are selling out, so you're going to want to hurry that up.
All right.
fun.
Up next, we have Nina from Dancing with the Stars Next Pro. We'll get an update on how things are going with that season, and maybe Nina won. Maybe she didn't. We'll find out next. Summer is full of vacations, weddings, and weekends out, and it's nice to feel confident about your hair when you're seeing people. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it's the #1 hair growth supplement brand personally used by dermatologists. Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are peer-reviewed, NSF certified for sport, and clinically tested. Natalie has been a Nutrafol customer for years now. She used it prior to having babies. She's used it for postpartum. Obviously, I think obviously a lot of women experience changes in their body when they have baby, and it does affect their hair. And Nutrafol has been by Natalie's side whenever she is wanting to get healthier and more fuller hair. You can order online with no prescription needed, with automated deliveries and free shipping. A Nutrafol subscription can save you up to 20% and includes perks like a free Headspace membership. Everyone's journey is different. Natalie has raved about Nutrafol. She recommends it to friend. I hear her talk about it all the time. I see the products in our bathroom. It's truly something that she raves about, and you will too. Let your hair become one less thing taking up space in your head, and see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code VIALL. That is Nutrafol.com, spelled NUTRAFOL.com with promo code VIALL. Manky Couture. What more can I say? Well, if you're watching, you see that I'm covered in a Manky Couture blanket. I was covered in a Manky Couture blanket last night. Both in our bed and in River's bed, we have Minky Couture blankets all over the house. Minky Couture created by the original Hugs blanket, a stretchy plus double-sided blanket that literally hugs you back. I can even feel the weight right now on my body, and it's not a weighted blanket, but it has I don't know what you call it, but you really feel it. It's cozy, it's comfortable. Now when River goes to bed, she does this thing where she goes cold, 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 and that what she means is I want to be wrapped up in my Minky Couture blanket, and that is what we do every night. Minky Couture is a female-owned business started by a mother who wanted to provide luxury comfort to her daughter, and thankfully, she has allowed us to provide luxury comfort to our daughters because we have become some of Minky Couture's best customers. Minky Couture is also passionate about giving back through their Heart of Minky initiative. They've donated over 100,000 mini Minky blankets to NICUs across the country every year. Can't say enough of great things about Minky Couture blanket. If you are looking for comfort in your home, look no further than Minky Couture. It's truly the best blanket you could have. You should have it on every bed in your house. You should have it on the couches. It's great to cuddle up. We always when we watch like a family movie together, we're always wrapped up in our Minky Couture blanket. It's truly a remarkable blanket that makes you just feel cozy, warm, and comfortable. Visit MinkyCouture.com and use promo code VIALL at checkout for 50% off all full price blankets. That's MinkyCouture.com. Use promo code VIALL for 50% off your full price blankets. Is work crazy? Are your kids driving you nuts? Has it been forever since you did something just for yourself? Well, if this sounds like you, Spa Weekend, the hilarious new comedy from directors of Bad Moms and the writers of The Hangover, might just be what you need. It's all about 4 lifelong friends played by Leslie Mann, Isla Fisher, Michelle Buteau, and Anna Faris. They're all burned out, overdue for a break, and desperate for a weekend away from it all. So they escape to a luxury spa retreat for what should be the most relaxing weekend of their lives, except nothing goes as planned. Well, I was lucky enough to get a screener of this amazing movie. Nally and I absolutely loved it. It's funny, hilarious. It's exactly what you and your friends need for a fun, laugh out loud movie. In other words, you deserve a spa weekend. Book your escape Spa Weekend, only in theaters August 21st. Nina, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super, super excited.
Very excited to have you. First of all, just congratulations on the show and you making it this far.
Thank
It's been
you.
really fun to watch. How did you become the dancer that you are? And are you shocked to be this close to being a pro on Dancing with the Stars, or is it something like I always knew I would be here?
No, absolutely not. It's not like I always knew I would be here. It's just a matter of time thing. You literally said it. I got goosebumps. Like it's very, very natural, honest reaction. My mom was actually a dancer. So my mom
wow.
actually did 10 dance, which is when you do standard and Latin. So that was also back in Ukraine. So she basically stopped dancing like when she had me. She also was on like a traveling like Ukrainian folk dance like team and everything like that.
wow.
That's kind of as much as I know. But she was always like a standard baby. I was always a Latin baby, and I didn't really take my mom's advice and follow like both paths, which is like the traditional European way is like you do both. You do both styles, and then like when you get maybe like to 18 years old or something like that, you kind of pick what you want to follow. But I definitely got into the arts because of my mom. So she was a dancer. She put me into ballroom dance. Like basically, I started actually ballroom dancing when I moved to the States. So I wasn't doing it when I was still in Ukraine. I was started dancing a little bit, like little baby ballet and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks, Mom.
I know, like, obviously we know like Utah and Salt Lake City is really like has a really big ballroom culture. My daughters, they're young, but if they're like, oh, I want to dance is there certain cities you want to be in, or can you find a prominent dance studio in any like major city in America, or do you have to live in certain places?
I mean, it's definitely bigger in different areas. Like the tri-state area has luckily become really big for it. I mean, before Philly was never actually even on the map. So a very proud staple moment for us also having a studio here and kind of missing that feeling that you get in like New York and New Jersey. Like New York is a huge mecca, New Jersey is a huge mecca for really amazing schools and really amazing coaches and talent. And Philly kind of never had that. But now Philly, we have some heavy hitters here in Philadelphia, and it's a really proud and shining moment, honestly. So there are definitely places that you would like to be if you are trying to pursue, like, especially competitive dance. But yeah, I mean, I would love for there to be locations all over America that people could like learn from properly. That would be great.
Getting to the show, you had a big week prior to the most recent episode. You weren't scoring in the top half, but you had a really great moment with AJ. So how did that make you feel? And like, I guess leading up to that, was the pressure on for you, or were you kind of getting worried about moving forward? And I guess what did this moment mean for you to have such a big win?
Yeah, the pressure was on every week.
Okay.
I mean, every single week that I would sit back in that chair after eliminations, I'd be like, and we're back. Like, we survived another week. Like, here we are. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot. I don't want to say that it was just a lot for me. It was a lot for everyone. I think everybody had their own time frame in when they, I don't want to say broke down, but when they became vulnerable and when they had like those moments of weakness or power or, like I think everybody was on their own journey. As a whole, you're seeing the show as Dancing with the Stars, the next pro. You're seeing, 90 seconds of each of us here and there. You're not seeing like our own personal journey throughout the entire thing. So yeah, I mean, it was a lot. It was emotionally tough. It was psychologically tough. Obviously, energy levels are all over the place because you're in the studio nonstop and you're performing and you're passionate about what you do. So it was as a whole, it was super overwhelming, but I want to say it was super overwhelming in the most beautiful way because I learned so much about myself through the entire process, from the good, the bad, and the ugly to these moments that you're seeing right now, like with AJ. Like, I think when I had that moment with AJ, I almost felt like, I mean, the simplest way to put it is like, I felt like I was enough finally,
Okay.
which is
Yeah.
crazy because the thing is with AJ, like, he reminds me so much of like what I'm comfortable with, which is like that super, super like, this is what you do on this timing, like the super overly controlled, like masculine side of the dance industry, which is honestly very typical. It's very big in our community where it's like the guy is the leader, the girl is the follower, and like this is how it is. So to have him be vulnerable like that and to, I don't want to say break down, but more open up and show that vulnerability and also have a value and a trust and a faith in me and what I could do. Like there was a certain fire in his eyes when he turned around and he didn't get picked by Selena. He turned around like with no hesitation. He's like, we're doing this. Like it was really,
Yeah.
it was an amazing partnership because it could have been something that turned into, he does it all and I listen and, kind of that traditional sense. But when he said that he was learning from me,
Exactly. He said he learned so much from you. I'm
Beyond.
curious, what's the best compliment you can receive from a peer?
that like
Okay. Yeah.
that I'm learning from you, or I'm finding like, you're opening up my eyes to something, like, especially to somebody accomplished like himself. Like, I mean, he was a Black Bull champion. He's done Strictly. He's done so much in his career that I have so much respect for. So the fact that he's telling me that he learned something from me and I opened up his eyes to something, that was just like, I mean, yeah, I got emotional like instantly. I was like, you're lying. Like, don't just say it to say it.
I imagine that
actually
gave
mean
you
it.
a lot of confidence going into teaching amateur week.
You know what? Teaching amateur week, it felt like a breath of fresh air for me. I think something that I was struggling through the competition, obviously finding that balance of communication with certain people. Like certain people I could communicate with super easily. It was very familiar territory. Other people, obviously, I rubbed the wrong way. And again, can never criticize anybody for feeling any kind of way. You kind of just have to take a little bit of accountability, take a step back. Like I know I'm not a bad person. Like I'm not a negative person. I don't mean to hurt or harm anyone or make somebody feel, not valued. So like all you can do is really kind of just take a little accountability in that sense and try to be more aware of things that happen. So, I mean, overall, going and teaching an amateur, that is my wheelhouse. Like
Yeah.
that is what I do each and every day. I work in a studio, worked at 2 different studios, managing them both. Like I am the physical therapist, I'm the mental therapist, I'm the stylist, I'm the coach, I'm like all over the place for all of these kids and adults. So it felt really nice feeling like I was giving something to somebody else again.
That's awesome.
That was like so special to me because I'm like, oh, like it's your first steps.
I'm assuming you're referring to Selena and Benji when you were talking about kind of those tougher conversations earlier in the
Yeah,
season.
I mean, of course. I mean, it was, listen, it's right there for everybody to see. But then again, with that being said, we're talking 90 seconds of hours of rehearsal. Or we're
100%.
talking 90 seconds of a conversation that lasted longer and also went outside of the cameras. Like, yeah, of course, there's things to take.
Can you shed some light on what we maybe didn't get to see in those conversations, and like what was your point of view, and just like how did you receive it? And I guess like as the dust settled, how did you feel about that,
Yeah.
the entirety of that conversation?
I mean, I guess I have to take them one by one in that sense. I mean, with the situation with Benji, it was like I felt really bad that he felt that way. But it was also it was the first time we were working with partners, completely new experience. Like the person I've been dancing with in my dance career as of late has been the person that I have a studio with and the person that has been in a relationship with myself on a personal level. So I'm so used to somebody guiding. And like I said, same thing with AJ. I was like used to a working relationship that was similar to this and the very direct terminology. So when I was working with Benji, he was so happy. He was so like happy-go-lucky in the studio. And I guess I didn't notice that I went very business mode, that I went very like, okay, we don't have a lot of time. Like we got to get everything figured out. And I think the biggest thing I can take away from it is I didn't realize how joyful dance can be again, because usually when you're in a competitive environment, it's like, okay, what's the task? And we have to get it done and boom, let's go. But at the same time, I don't know somebody's feeling a certain type of way if things are being said to a camera, but not to me. So it did take me a little bit aback when the whole house knew something that I didn't know. I'm really
Mm.
glad that he talked about it. I'm really glad that it came out. Like, he did come up and talk to me about it and be like, I'm so sorry that happened in front of everyone. And that was also like an off-camera moment. I'm like, listen, it's meant to happen the way it's gonna happen. And I'm really sorry I made you feel that way. Like, I would never want to make somebody feel that way because I've felt that way. So it was, again, I tried to be a little bit more aware moving into the next week. But again, you're seeing 90 seconds of like a 3.5 hour long rehearsal. But when I raised my hand when Selena was talking, I was like, yeah, I figured it was me. I felt her being overwhelmed. Again, it was Brit's choreo was nuts. I was overwhelmed. Like, it was crazy. And, there was paso in it and tango, and it was a lot of moving parts. And I remember being kind of in a little bit of like a back of the lineup with Selena when we were learning the initial parts of everything. And Natalie and Steph and Adele were kind of more in the front. And I remember thinking in my head, like, okay, be so careful how you speak to people because you don't want anybody to like be rubbed the wrong way again. Everybody's stressed out. Any little thing could set somebody off. And I remember her being overwhelmed. And I remember the moment that we were talking about, it had something to do with arms. And I was questioning. I was like, listen, but this isn't usually possible. Like, are you sure we're supposed to put the arms out? It's not here. I'm like, let's call one of the guys over. Let's see how they're doing it. It's supposed to be a group thing. When I look back at it, that was probably one of the only moments that she felt comfortable to speak up because she was like, no, the arms are like this. And I kind of re-questioned it. I was like, well, are you sure? Like, not in an animosity type of way. Like, honestly, like more in a, let's talk about it. But when I look back at it, like maybe that was the first time she felt comfortable and kind of felt
Yeah.
shot down by me. So when she started to say that in the house, I'm like, I figure it's me. Like, I saw it coming. I really, really did. But again, it wasn't from any kind of malicious standpoint or anything. But
Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of like type A, strong personalities, people, a lot of dancers, a lot of conviction for what they learned over the years. And so much of this is trying to balance confidently speaking
Yeah.
about what you believe in versus like giving someone the space to kind of share their opinions or expertise. It's a fascinating kind of interpersonal relationship when it comes to the dancing community.
yeah. And I mean, I talked to Selena post fact, like one other time when we had that same show day for the group rehearsals, we were changing at the same time. And I'm like, listen, I'm really sorry if I made you feel any kind of way. I'm like, I just want to make sure that everything's actually okay. And she's like, oh, it's fine. And we started kind of talking about something else. But, you have to take accountability, whether I believe that I did something wrong or not, or I could always take the route of going, well, you shouldn't feel like that. But that's not the case. Like, you can't control the way that you made somebody feel, but you can control your reaction to it. So that was like a really big moment for me as well. I'm like, listen, guys, I did come in saying I'm going to be the loudest in this house. Like, you're going to get sick of me. Actually, the conversation that we had with Benji opening up, that started by me kind of opening up and saying, hey, guys, I'm already starting to feel like I'm rubbing people the wrong way. If that's the case, please let me know. Like, I have a book upstairs. I'll go read it. Like, it's okay. Like, I told you guys, like, but just like, let me know. Just tell me. Because my friends in Philly, like in New York and the tri-state area, like, we're very direct. Like, we're very like, boom.
Sure.
Like, you're being annoying. Shut up. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Sounds good. Like, again, there's a limit to everything.
Yeah,
But
probably different than Utah vibes. Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
The show obviously is centered around dancing, and that is the focal point. But it is
Yeah.
it is show business, right? And often when it comes to Dancing with the Stars, they will lean into storylines, like when they're casting and pairing stars with professionals. If there's someone who's like famously single, they will like maybe pair someone who also might be single and available.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like when it comes to that aspect of it, how much, I guess, focus and attention do you put on it? Because I imagine, like, again, it's a performance, right? And you want to have audience
Yeah.
engagement. I don't know your status or relationship life or anything like that, but has that ever been hard to navigate when you're dancing with another pro and maybe you're dating and you have a partner? How much of that is part of the performance, or is that something that's more manufactured by the audience?
I think if you're just trying to give the audience what they want, I think your performance will be artificial.
Okay.
I think you need to be true to what you want to create, right? Like, you have to, and I'm a really big storyline person. Like, that is kind of my whole thing. Like, I love knowing, like, okay, you're putting your arm up, but why are you putting your arm up? Like, what's the reason behind it? What are you trying to say with it? So that is personally like one of my favorite things about dance is that expression. But I mean, for me, I'm so used to switching things up inside of the studio. Like, so I have like my people. So I've danced with other people, but again, I'm so used to working with those people because I know their personalities. They work within the same four walls as me. I see them like every other day or every day. So it's interesting to have to build chemistry with somebody so quickly. Like, obviously Benji and I had our miscommunications and things like that, but we both really still tried to connect together. Maybe it didn't come in through the screen because of everything that was going on, but we really put our heart and soul behind that performance, regardless of how it maybe looked through the camera lens. But it is hard to do it in like a really short amount of time. But I think showbiz is showbiz. Like you look at an actor or an actress and they have to do like a makeout scene with someone or whatever, like it's part of your job. Like I think you just have to have a really big internal understanding of what you're trying to portray or what character you are. Like I will do this exercise with my own students where I'm like, okay, here's your number, here's your performance. I'm like, but I want you to give your character a name, give them an age, occupation, what are their personality traits? I'm like, you need to be able to walk out on that floor and play that role and that character. So I think it's a really big mental thing. And I'm a really psychological person.
I imagine you fantasize about the possibility of winning this competition. And if you do, obviously you will be a pro on Dancing with the Stars. Do you have like a few dream people? Like, oh my God, that would be so cool if they were on Dancing with the Stars and I got partnered with them?
Of course. Of course. I have my little dream list kind of goes all across the board to just kind of cover all angles a little bit. We can start with the totally wild card of Eminem. Of like, I think that would be insane.
Eminem.
That would be insane just because I think he's such an amazing artist that
would be great.
I would see. I'd love to see him pushed out of his comfort zone. I would love to see that. Henry Cavill would be another one. And then my biggest like A++, like give me that man to dance with would be Austin Butler. Like if you can't have Elvis, especially after seeing his Elvis performance, I want to see Austin Butler in the ballroom. Like, and I'm such a big Elvis fan overall, so that would be cool to see him do a jive. Yeah.
Do you have any favorite potential reality TV stars, since often they are casting like a reality TV star or two? We would love Eminem and Austin Butler, but I wonder if maybe they're not available for next season.
I think they had one of the best ones already on there, which Harry Jowsey was a very cool get. I found that really interesting, and I think he gained an appreciation for dance. Like that's what I loved about him, and I love that about Dylan too, because I feel like they gained these two guys that are like, these two attractive men, like, whatever, I'm too cool for everything. Yeah, exactly. They kind of have almost similar personality traits in that sense, right? But to see the both of them like really gain an appreciation for dance, like I think that is so important because there's not as many guys that dance as there are girls, like in our entire industry. So I think seeing guys like that, men like that, actually go and dance and not be like, oh, this is for girls. Like, like you get, because there's a lot of boys that when they're in like elementary school or high school, if they're dancing, a lot of them keep it a secret, which is sad.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, really sad. Like, I have one of my students, he's like one of the best in the nation. And I remember when he was younger, like now he doesn't care. Now he's like, dude, you're playing football and I'm ballroom dancing and I have like this beautiful girl in front of me. Like, it's awesome. It's like a funny thing. Like now he doesn't care because he has those accolades. But when he was younger, he really, really cared.
Taboo,
and he was really good. He was really talented. So it's like sad that you can't appreciate that. So I think seeing Harry and, Dylan like actually be like, this is amazing and this changed my view on things and I have such an amazing experience. I think that's really special. And I think the dance industry needs a little bit more of that light.
Before we let you go, and we really appreciate you taking the time, can you set us up with like what we can expect going forward? And is there something you're excited and maybe both nervous for the audience to see?
I am nervous every single week of this show. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little pushed out of my comfort zone every week, but you can definitely expect a lot more twists and turns, a lot more surprises. I know that's not the answer you're looking for, not the spoiler you might be looking for, but
whatever the answer is.
Truly, this whole experience has been so amazing. And the cast, the crew, like everybody, it's just been such a blessing to be a part of. And yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff coming that I cannot wait for people to see. A lot of twists and turns. I'm really curious of what it's going to look like, right? Because obviously I lived it. I know what is going on, but I don't know what the edit's going to be. I don't know how the edit's going to come out. So that is one thing that I could say.
A true reality TV star for sure.
I mean, listen, the horns are just hidden underneath this hair a little bit.
I have a question. So I come from a family of dancers, and they're the most like disciplined people I know. Is your mom ever watching your choreography or dances or even the show in general and critiquing your form or like calling you and being like, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that? Or is she pretty hands off?
So that's actually, no, it's actually really funny because we have watch parties at the studio every Monday night when we have the show. So all the students come in and like everybody brings things. It's super cute. So my mom comes to the watch parties. My mom has never been as emotional and supportive and proud as she is like right now, which is so weird for me because she will come up to me and she'll have like a tear in her eye and she's like, that was beautiful. And I'm like, and point your toe and like what's the, because when I won nationals when I was 15 years old, my mom came up to me in hysterical tears and she goes, oh my God, you were so bad. I'm like, why are you crying? I'm like, so why are you crying? She goes, you need to go back to the studio and train. You were so bad. I'm like, but you're crying. Why? She goes, because I'm still happy for you, but that was so bad. I'm like, okay.
And look at you now.
So it's actually really different experience. Yeah. I think seeing me take on the different styles too is super interesting for her because she always wanted me to do standard too. She wanted me to do all 10, but I was always like a Latin baby overall. And especially this last weekend doing this last Monday doing contemporary was, it was really special. It was a beautiful piece that I never thought I would be able to dance, let alone choreograph. Like the fact that we did that together, like that's our choreography. Like that's still weird for me. I've watched it like 55,000 times at this point.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on all your success you've accomplished so far, and really excited to see how things end up for you. And hopefully we will see you on the next season of Dancing with the Stars.
Hopefully. All right.
Hopefully.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thanks so much, Nina. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What an intense community.
I know.
Dance is its own, like everything she was saying, even because I come from a family of dancers, like I wasn't allowed to dance when I was little because I was a boy. So it took me graduating high school and going to college to then like do ballet, but it's already too late to like actually take anything seriously. But
I felt like you could have probably been really good. I feel like you have the body type for it.
You do have the body type, and you also
I'm actually
have
too short. I'm a little too short to be a male ballerina, but like
or ballroom dancer.
I could do ballroom.
I mean, you just have the drive to do things, and you're naturally talented. So
I don't know. That's the thing, because you have to like the flexibility and movement. Also, because dancing is so like for the most part, like you have to hit everything the right way. Like starting at a young age, which a lot of these professionals do, like you have to have that rigor from a young age.
No, they're like 3 and they're just like...
They're 3 doing it. Because your body has to be able to even do some of that stuff. But
yeah, and it's also so interesting the way people, like creativity manifests itself differently in other people. Because like I'm someone that like music is like my thing. Like I'm a good musician and I'm like naturally pretty good at it, right? But like dancing, you would think that like I understand beats. I understand like I can be in the pocket of like a groove if I'm like playing something. I cannot dance to save my life. Like you give me choreography, my body gets into it. No. And it's so interesting to like, you know, just like the way all of that works. And dancers have always just like absolutely blown my mind in that way.
I would have loved it as a kid. I would have enjoyed it.
I would have loved it too. Also the dance world, just being like adjacent to it, the tea that I would hear amongst the dancers. So that's where like Dancing with the Stars was always like a little bit more PC in the sense of like you're focusing professionally on the star and whatnot. But now that we're seeing the dancer side of it, that's where the drama is.
Well, I know it's like ABC Disney, but I bet they could be giving us a lot more if they wanted to, because yes, there is definitely a lot of tea and drama in the community.
When I was little, I would like walk into the back of like where they get dressed and stuff. They're all getting dressed in the same room, same dressing room, doing stuff. And I'm like, like theater.
It is it does seem like.
And they're cutthroat too.
Dancers, it's like theaters, there's a theatricality to it, and dancers, there's this other type of theatricality, but like there's an emotional theatricality to theater kids that's like overperforming, and dancers are like, they're cutthroat. It's like this analytical type of performing.
They know they're serving. Yeah.
Oh my God. The tea backstage must be piping.
Well, that will do it for today's episode. Thank you to both our guests, Rachel Scanlon and Nina Mayster. We appreciate them both, and we appreciate you listening. We'll see you back on Monday. Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you loved what you listened to, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.